Hello. Hello, chat. Please type something inside of chat. Somebody. I can't... Well, I can type myself, but I don't know if it actually shows up. I don't know if it filters. Please type? I can't press enter on my keyboard. You love cocks. Okay, well, I see your message. Do you see your own... Well, you can't even see your own message, so it's fine. But good. Things are working. Now, I sound different. That's because today, we're gonna start off with a VR stream. Okay? This is gonna be a very interesting time. I just want you all to know and to recognize that I'm still the same person that you've loved to watch. Not that you love, because that'd be very social. But also because I'm gonna need you to tell me if I sound off. So if I sound weird, just let me know. You sound very daddy. Okay, well, that's... That's not what I wanted to hear! So welcome to today's stream. We are going to be playing some VR games. You may notice from the title of today's stream, we're going to be playing some Blade & Sword stream. Then we're going to play some Elden Ring. We are not at the DLC, so if you don't want spoilers, this is your chance to, you know, watch the thing. This is your chance. Because I imagine for everyone else, it's like, oh, you don't, you know what I mean? Like, you can't do anything because you're seeing spoilers. But hey, I give you the good content where you don't see any spoilers. Do you prefer this mic over the other mic? By the way, chat, this one uses different settings. It's compressed very differently. So if you like these settings, I can actually copy them over to the other mic and make the other mic sound exactly like this. But I don't know if it's because you just enjoy me sounding loud or not. I'm not really sure. Everyone says that louder sounds better, but that's just because, you know, loud noises, right? It's like, you know, bangarang, and then like, you know, shots to all my boss boys. I need to stop saying that. I'm so sorry. I've been listening to dubstep. Anyways, welcome to today's stream. Before we start, I want to show you all the funniest interaction I've ever had in a YouTube comment chat. This is why I think YouTube's, like the YouTuber, like the YouTube watchers. This is why I think the people on YouTube are my, like, number one, okay? This is why they're all number one. How am I gonna type this? I don't actually know how to type this. How do I do a right click? Alright, fuck it. I don't need to do a right click. I want you all to look at this comment. There's some nice comments, right? And then there's other comments where it's like, okay, well, how do you not see that? You think you prefer the usual one, but it's nice to hear you sound differently once in a while. That's what a serial killer says. You know what? That's what serial killers say, right? And they're like, oh yeah, it's nice to hear you, you know, scream a little differently now, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, man, sure, man, alright. Don't mind my tabs. I want you to look at these comments, okay? It's fine for me to show you this. Look at these comments. I love your talking voice. I like your talking voice. Not I love, sorry. I got parasocial there. My bad. I like your talking voice, okay? Very nice, very cool. They have a picture of Markiplier! Chat, they have a picture of Markiplier! Have I done the impossible? I think I've attracted the Markiplier fans. Also, do you hear the room echo or no? I was trying to get rid of the echo, but I don't know if it's very loud. As far as I can tell, it's not that loud, but... Do you hear the echo? Just please let me know. Actually, what do I sound like right now? Hello? Oh god. I sound weird. I do sound compressed. Wait. Hello? Hello? Yeah, you can hear echo. Okay, well, there's not really much I can do. I mean... Yeah, there's not much I can do. It's fine, it's whatever. Get shit on. Just to deal with it. A lot of echo. Oh. Does it sound like I'm in like a concert hall? I am. It feels like I'm performing on a stage. Yeah, it does kind of feel like I'm performing on a stage. No. Okay, well, it's fine then. It's whatever. Also, because the ads are kicking in, subs, you are going to get new stuff soon. Very soon. I just don't know how, but you're going to get new stuff soon. I just need to draw it. It's noticeable. Does it sound like a high-pitched tinge? Does it sound like a high-pitched tinge? Do you want me to go even lower? See, this is the problem. High-pitched voices, well, I would want to say the average voice doesn't echo as much as mine. Mine has a noticeable bass to it. And when you have a bassy voice, what happens is that the bass cuts through, and it echoes a lot harder. I need those corner things. I need those corner, like, pieces. That's the only way to cut down bass. If you put, like, blankets on the walls, which I kind of have, it only cuts out the high portion of the echo. But the bassy voice does not, this does not cut out the bassy portion of it. So it's kind of annoying. But yeah, now the ads here. Subs, you are going to get more emotes soon. I actually didn't get to it in time because I was playing Diablo 2. I'm gonna be real with you. I was playing Diablo 2 the entire time, subs. I was playing Diablo 2. I enjoyed Diablo 2. I played Resurrected because I was curious about the new Sunder charms. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a sorcerer, or sorry, a sorceress, you have the easiest time now. I think they're absolutely broken, and I can't wait to get broken in a game again. And I can't wait to play like I'm 8 years old. Yes, I played way too late. But anyways, look at these comments, okay? I've attracted the Markiplier audience, chat. This is a monumental moment, okay? Because I watch him, and so it's weird because it's like I'm looking at a lens of myself. But I don't watch him because of his voice. I watch him because sometimes, most of the time, he gets funny. Or like weird, I don't know. You know what it is? It's nostalgia. It's nostalgia, right? I watch him as nostalgia bait because I used to watch him as a kid too, and so it's like, okay, well, it's kind of easy. But I say that even though he's not that much older than me, so I don't really know. Then we have a nice vid man popped up on my recommendation, so the algorithm likes you. Before I read this next part, I want to make it clear here. This is my VOD channel. It's my VOD channel. You should try making shorter videos because even though they're entertaining, most people don't have the patience to sit through the whole video. Good luck with your videos. Hey man. Thanks for this, nice word. No, I should try making shorter videos. Does no one know that this is a VOD channel? Does nobody know this? It has VOD in the name! Then, remember last time when I showed you that person who was like, oh, not echo, reverb. That's fine. Well, it's not fine, but it makes me sound like I'm I don't know, booming. Who reads the channel name? I don't know, like non-psychopaths? I don't know, chat. Literally the entire channel. The channel name is literally Stick Thing. You can't escape the channel name. It doesn't say Markiplier, alright? It doesn't have like Markiplier or my other name on it. It just says VODs. It is so clear. Anyway, so remember that dude who was being like a negative Nancy? And you know my stance on negative statements, right? If you say a negative statement, it has to be positive in some way. Not because I think, excess positivity is the way to go. But because I think the reality of it is that if you have something negative to say, you might as well just keep it to yourself because it doesn't change anything. It just makes people feel worse, right? I don't care about the feeling, but I like to call people out for it because I think they're kind of stupid. This isn't too bad, but it was funny, this whole interaction here. Also, those are technically not VODs. You cut them, you bitch. Okay, chat, well, listen, I don't cut them, okay? I press the pause recording button in OBS in order to do the entire thing. So I pause the recording constantly in order to do the BRBs. I actually don't cut anything. So my flow is I go direct from stream into, into YouTube. It is the most editless format that I know. It's why sometimes I forget to unpause, but it makes it a lot easier. I only cut maybe like some things if I record it wrong or if I have to get portions of it beforehand into it for like context. Like the Nightmare Cart one and like the Jack and Daxter, I had to cut those because we went on a long tangent about trying to set people up, so. The point still stands. You're wrong and I'm right, streamer. Anyways, this person. Hey bro, you seem like a cool guy and you made me crack a smile a few times. You talk a bit too much, so this is already nice, right? This is good. This is all you have to say. If the content is not for you, you can just leave, right? But then they throw this in. You talk a bit too much for my taste, but I think you're gonna do great. And that's a weird statement to say because there's nothing anyone can do about that. That's a purely subjective statement. But it's a negative statement too, in the purely subjective sense. So I was like, okay, you seem like you'd be great at PUA stuff, which is pickup artist stuff, with how well you execute negging. Negging is the act of putting like a criticism like put inside of a nice statement, and the idea behind it is that the PUAs, pickup artists, will say like, oh, it's to let them know that you're not interested and that you're not pursuing them. It's like a power play thing. But in reality, the way that it's executed 99% of the time, it sounds like shit. I would say 100% of the time because I've never seen it done well. But some people like to be talked down to, but that's a whole different thing. That's like a fetish versus like that's a consensual fetish versus like these people, they go up to you at the mall, you're sitting there eating with your family, and they say, hey, that's a really nice hair. It's not my style, but sure, it looks great. And it's like, dude, like, I'm just here sitting with my family. Can you fuck off? Like, I'm kind of busy at the moment, dog. So that's what they do. You talk too little for my taste, but I think you'll do great. Okay, chat. See, I'm telling you, it's a meme statement, right? So I said, you seem like you'd be great at PUA stuff with how well you execute negging, okay? If you read this, I think all of you can understand that I'm making fun of you, right? Like, I'm making fun of you as like if you were the person who commented this, I think all of you would understand that I'm making fun of you. But then they say, I'm not even kidding you. You can't make this up. If I gave this to Mike Judge, okay, if I wrote this, Mike Judge, the director of Idiocracy or something, or the writer or something of Office Space, of so many funny things that are making fun of like people and like culture and society and sort of like stupidity and stuff, right? If I gave that line to him, this interaction, he would say this is too unrealistic even for my standards. They replied, "It becomes second nature. Ha ha ha." Chat. Pickup artists are so unaware that they believe that this statement means that we like what they're doing. They actually are so unaware that they don't understand that like nobody actually likes this and that, you know, like you shouldn't be proud of this. But they take it as a point of pride. It becomes second nature. Ha ha ha. Thankfully, Beatrice came in. Her comments, you can't see it on the video because it got, I don't know what happened. It wasn't me, it was the Automod. You can add people to an approved list of people who are allowed to always skip the filter. I approved her. The moment that Beatrice put this comment, I was like, Beatrice, you're in. You are now an approved user. You can comment and there is no filter for you. Enjoy. But sadly, the filter got to this one. What do you mean second nature, bro? Don't tell me you condition yourself into being a vermin. And I was like, yeah, like, I felt like that was pretty obvious, no? And then I was like, okay, the two other words I realized I was making fun of them. And then, you seem like a cool guy. Now you're just petty. Shame. And it's like, dude, like, what did you think? What do you think was happening here? We're just making fun of you. Like, we're making fun of you because you're an asshole. That's why I love YouTube commentaries. YouTube commentaries are a Tier 1 first class citizen. What do I sound like? Hello? Hello? What do I sound like? Hello! Do you hear the echo? Hello! Oh my god. Wait, you hear it loud. You hear it a lot, actually. Oh my god. Okay, well, you're gonna have to deal with that, chat. Sorry. I tried my best. I have a lot of things cutting out the reverb, but not enough, I guess. The space is probably the largest space that we have now, so it's the only way that it could work in VR. And then obviously the other such comments. Who's this person over here, huh? Who's this, huh? Who's this person, huh? The other such comments, like top 5 Gooners, number 1 stick thing, and it just stops. Like, so true, King of Queens, so true. So good, you know what I mean? Like, that's why they're number 1. That's why YouTube is number 1, alright? That's why YouTube commentators are number 1. Sometimes they say the craziest things. Top 5 Gooners. Guess what video it was? Eclipsium. Remember when we were talking about the Goon bed and like the Goon mattress and like the Goon, setup and like the Goon like TV and stuff like that? Top 5 Gooners, number 1. I don't know them. You don't know them at all. But yeah, I've now attracted the Markiplier viewer base, which is scary because the Markiplier viewer base is, I think, a bit too young for me now. I think Markiplier now attracts younger people. Well, it's weird. I'm pretty sure Markiplier has like more older people than younger people. But I only want older people in my chat. I only want older people in my stream. My goal is to have a very old, very like, I basically want to run my own retirement home, right? I want all of you to be a part of my retirement home. Because that's when it's fun, I think. Because I think when you have too many, I don't know, when you can't talk about like mature topics without someone saying like Pog or like Sag or like Olge, like it gets annoying, right? Not that that's bad, but I prefer having the freedom to talk about, I don't know, more mature topics. Anyways, today is not just talking. As I said before, I'm currently in VR, so this means you're gonna hear me very differently. And today we're gonna get very active. As I said before, we're going to be playing a game called Blade and Sorcery. Now why? Why are we playing Blade and Sorcery? Because Blade and Sorcery has a 1.0, chat. 1.0, it's fully released, I had no clue. For context, I'll talk more about it once we're in the game, but I thought this game was dead, okay? I genuinely thought it wasn't there. Then we're gonna get into Elden Ring. Again, we're not at the DLC, so you don't have to be you don't have to worry about spoilers, but you know what I mean? It's gonna be, it might be boring for you, but it's fun for me. I enjoyed the game a lot, plus, I don't know how long I can keep this up. I'm already getting winded talking while standing. I'll get into it later, but I just want to point out here, please don't think differently of me for what I'm going to do, okay? Today is going to be a very interesting day. You're going to see a side of me that you never once knew. However, before that, I want to set the stage, okay? Now, I can't really type in VR, it's not that good. So I want you to search up the song Kung Fu Fighting by CeeLo Green. It's the theme song, or the ending song of something of Kung Fu Panda. It is a great song. It is kind of like the childhood song of like people's stuff. It's a great song. I really enjoy it. I actually really enjoyed the Carl Douglas version, which is the original one, but then I listened to it and they say Chinaman like one too many times, and I was like, okay, well maybe we probably shouldn't listen to this. So as an Asian person, I don't know if I can like actually show that song. So like even as an Asian person, so it's like, okay, we'll just listen to the Kung Fu Panda version. The Kung Fu Panda version is made for a society that has moved on from saying Chinaman. Okay, it's a very different, time. We're gonna listen to it and we're gonna set the stage because I want to show you how I play this game. I played this game for 1 hour last night. My arm hurts, and you don't understand how fun it is to be in an environment where you can just murder endless people. But we're gonna go through a campaign. Please enjoy. Let's see how loud. That is probably the weirdest ending for the song I've ever heard. But that was Kung Fu Fighting by CeeLo Green. That was the song from Kung Fu Panda. And I want to show you all this because this kind of scared me, and I realized like, wow, I'm really old. Let me just stand up. Oh god, squatting for too long hurts my legs. I'm not good at squatting. Not as good as you would think, chat. Wow, I can't see the 7TV emotes. God damn it. Whatever. Do I need to see 7TV emotes? I really want to. The whole point of this is to see 7TV emotes. Wait, sorry, chat. Give me a second. Chat? 7TV. I don't know why you don't see 7TV, you mother. The reason why I played that is because I thought it was actually very interesting to see what the song was. So, those of you who don't know, what kind of degenerate Chinese dating sim are you playing today? No. Today is not a degenerate Chinese dating sim. Although those will be for later. Today's gonna be Blatant Sorcery. The reason why I played this song is because if you scroll down to the comments of the song, I want you to look at this comment, okay? Where is it? This movie had a lot of meaning, but we couldn't see until we grew up. Chat, this movie only came out like 10 years ago. This movie only came out like 5 or 6 years ago. Kung Fu Panda. Look, it came out, holy shit, it came out in 2008. What year is it now? This movie only came out 16 years ago, and people are saying like, oh, like they're typing like they're going through a middle-age crisis. This movie had a lot of meaning, but we couldn't see it until like my brother in Christ. How old were you when you saw this? Well, I saw this when I was basically a fully grown adult. I feel like this movie was very like straightforward in its messages and its themes and its thoughts and its like ideals. I thought this was a very clear image of like, what was going on. Was there supposed to be like a magical subcontext that you weren't supposed to understand until you were older? I don't think so. So what do you mean? Why are you talking like you've just entered adulthood and now you understand the meaning of the movie? It's like, didn't we all watch this as an adult, taking their nieces and their nephews? No. Chad, no. I'm old. This movie had a lot of meaning, but we couldn't see it until we grew up. Nostalgia is one hell of a drug, and I don't know what this comment means. Look, I don't know what this one means. Where is it? 15 years later, it's still a masterpiece. Can't wait to rehear this in Kung Fu Panda 4. This hasn't aged well. What does that mean? What happened in Kung Fu Panda 4? Or what happened to the song? What happened to CeeLo Green? When the Chinese kid challenges you to a fuck you motherfuckers. Listen, it's just like the Carl Douglas song, alright? It's the same thing, alright? It's the same thing. It invites the same audience. Wait, I need to turn off the window capture here. But yeah, I just wanted to play a song to set the mood for today. You thought that person was okay though. Like, it was a little bit weird, and of course nobody asked their taste of that, but they did say it was just their taste, so it didn't strike you as rude. No, it wasn't rude, but I wanted them to like know that like, hey, like, that's still a weird thing to say, because even though it isn't explicitly rude, it's like, what can anybody do about it? And like, what is that? You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird to like toss that out there. It's like, even if it's rude, it was unasked for. Like, sorry, even if it wasn't rude, it was unasked for, and there's no point saying it. And so like, why did they feel the need to like say it, right? It reminds me of the people who like really want to give their full opinion, never realizing that just the act of saying it kind of feels careless, if that makes sense. And it's like, it's not rude, but I don't want them to be careless in my comments. I'm like, I don't really want to deal with like carelessness. Unless it's funny, then I don't actually care. As a child, you just didn't get it. But now you realize everyone really was Kung Fu fighting. Life is about Kung Fu fighting. Life is about fighting through life, Kung Fu fighting, and trying to make it. I agree, chat. So true, kings and queens. So true. But enough talking. It's time to actually get into Kung Fu fighting. Give me a moment to set it up. Now, I'm going to take a moment to take a break here because I'm kind of tired. But also, Man, I did not expect that level of, I guess, like intensity from playing like a VR game. I mean, it made sense. It made sense when you think about how hard it is to play that game, but wow. But that game is really good. Again, small issues, small minor things, but the core of that game is disgustingly good. I can't wait to see what the new guard is doing, but I mean, just in terms of the old guard, I think they're still onto something amazing. And my god. And again, I think the campaign is definitely worth it. I genuinely think there's a lot of interesting things about it. It just takes a while to get into, but once you do the tutorial, it's kind of a nice thing. And also, I do think my VR game idea is totally going to be a hit. But yeah, that was fun. A lot of fun. Now, we're going to go into Elden Ring in just a moment, but I need to set things back up. And also, Elden Ring can just wait a bit, because boy, oh boy. And again, if you want your own VR headset, I'm actually sort of like... This is kind of like a VR, I guess, like talk/rant thing. I think the Valve Index has now sort of like outlived its usefulness. Not because it's like bad or anything, or because it's a bad setup or something, but because it's just like, why pay that much for the Valve Index when you can get a MetaQuest 3 that has all these other like trappings, right? Like you get like really cool games, you get really cool systems, you get really cool stuff, you get a whole ecosystem, and it works out very, very well. It's a very nice system that just works. No need to, I don't know, spend thousands of dollars on something that may not necessarily work. I find that to be a very hard proposition. The MetaQuest 3 is affordable, it's wireless, and then, you know, if you want to play things, you don't even need a good PC. You can just get the MetaQuest 3 and like play things. And all you really need to have is VR chat, IRMA. Also, I realized because of what the chat said, I think we should do like a VR chat day with the community. And also, if you do want to invite me to VR chat, I'm totally down, because I actually would like to hang out in VR chat more. I want to get a sense of like what VR chat like really is, because I want to do more VR chat streams for things. But like as I said before, I want to make a world where like we're reading, it's like an oratorium, and like people can like read stuff. And then I want to read like all of Sherlock Holmes, because it's all public domain. So I really want to get to that, but I don't know how to do it necessarily in a way that works, if that makes sense. So it'd be nice to understand like what is the culture on VR chat, especially the culture when it comes to the kinds of things we might see on there, right? We may see some very interesting looks on VR on the VR chat that, you know, caused a whole policy shift. I'm still surprised about that policy shift. Actually, it's thankfully the policy stuff got reverted, but if you didn't know, there was a whole thing where it's like, you couldn't like wear certain costumes, and you couldn't be around people who had like very skin-showing costumes on VR chat, which was funny because it's like, well, that's the whole point of VR. Like that's a VR chat sort of like norm, right? And again, I've said this before, but it's very hard to get people into VR chat, I think, because the first thing that they see is this like almost cacophony of like, I guess, like near nudity, and so it's hard to sort of like sell that as like an average thing of like, oh yeah, you know, it's fun for the family. But it really is actually really fun to hang out in the VR chat. It's genuinely fun. So I want to get more into it. So if you do want to invite me, I'm totally down for any VR chat stuff. Please let me know. I would love to learn more about, I guess, how to interact in that virtual space. I didn't get too much of it, so it'd be nice to learn more about how it all works and stuff. And also, I think it'd be fun to play with like community members too. What about VR chat? Oh, I was saying how like, if you want to invite me, I'd totally be down, because I want to get used to it. And also, when I've done my VR chat world, we're going to read all of Sherlock Holmes together in VR chat. I have no clue if that's fun or not, but it'll be like me narrating it to all of you, and maybe doing like a fun fun voice acting. This is future stuff though. I still need to actually like do it because I'm lazy, but my laziness has been in control for the last like week after some new strategies in the way that I do things. So. But yeah, and we'll also plan like a community VR chat day too. So again, if anyone wants to hang out in VR chat, let me know, because I do want to get like, I don't know, I want to get into it. Like it looks fun, especially when you think of all the cool like different worlds too. Nowadays, the bigger problem is newer people just running into children, and that's putting off. Yeah, that too. Yeah, I really don't like how there's no. It doesn't seem like there's a way to filter children, which is annoying, right? Because it's like, especially because like the topics that you talk about are just very different. Even if they're not necessarily like inappropriate for like kids, they're just very different. Like you can't connect with someone if they don't even know what life is, right? Like it's strange. So yeah, I don't know. It feels weird to be in that space, if that is like a huge problem. But I have heard that as well. So both the costumes and the children, like my niece. You know, my niece is 7 years old, and she plays in like VR chat and like the rec room and stuff. And I'm like, what are you doing in there? And she's like, I'm playing gorilla tag. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know if you should be doing this, but like, she's my niece, so I can't tell her how to like live her life, right? Because she's not my child. But it's like, this is kind of weird. Thankfully, they disabled her microphone, but I think she knows how to turn it back on, but she never like talks, so I don't know. I can imagine some people are like, what the fuck is this child doing here? But what's crazy though, she also uses VR applications to like do artwork. She's cracked at it. She's actually cracked at like art. Oh man, I love water. Holy shit. One with the Filter Children is going on worlds that are not compatible with standalone VR because they're only on Quest. That's the other thing too, is like, I wonder how long that'll be true for. Because that's only a stopgap, right? At some point, people are gonna eventually move on to like desktop VR, and like it's getting easier to connect it to like a desktop as like well for more fun stuff, right? So I wonder how long that'll last, but that is a possibility. But even then, how do you stop like I don't know, young teenagers, right? I don't even want to talk with like somebody under like 25. Well, not under 25. I mean, well, yeah, I don't want to talk with someone under like 25 because it's like, okay, well, what do we talk about, right? Because it's like it's kind of boring. Disrobed, blush face. And it's like, how do you filter those out, right? But even then, like an early teen is gonna have like a PC too. And what do you do about desktop VR chat players, right? So, how old do you think I am? This feels like a bomb. This feels like you just handed me like a lit fuse bomb. And it's like, okay, what number do I say to stay on your good graces? Would you feel good if I said you look like you're 21, or would you feel good if I said that you look like you're? I don't know. What do I say? I don't know. 21. I'm gonna say 21. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna say 21. So the stream is 30 plus after. No, this is not an old stream. Okay, I'm not looking for a retirement home, right? I'm not looking for a retirement home stream. But I'm also like looking for, I don't know, like a more. Like just a mature space. You know, we don't age us Asians. You're actually right though. I look like a 15-year-old still. Actually, I aged in reverse. So I was like when I was like 16, I was coming home from high school, and this like girl started talking to me, and I was like, okay, cool and all. And then she was like, so do you wanna go out? And I was like, no, I have to go home to school. And she's like, oh, aren't you in like college? I was like, no, I'm in high school. And she's like, oh. I was like, all right, see ya. Apparently I looked old, but then as I got older, I looked younger. So now I look young, and so people are like, damn, you look like you're 15. I'm like, yeah. I mean, you know, Asian don't raisin. You could be 69. That's true. You could be 70 for all we really know. You have to go? No ways. You're dragging? No, you're dragging Megadeth with you. No ways. But yeah, have a great time. And yeah, honestly, if you guys are down for VR chat adventures, please let me know, because I am down. You're gonna play Escape Simulator. Wait, is that the one where you like do like the different puzzles? That was fun. I played with my friends on the stream too. It's very, very fun. Yeah, via C Addis. Okay, I'll send Megadeth a DM on Discord. And again, if any viewers want to hang out too, it won't be in that session, but I'll make a separate session for the community. So you're on my server? You're on my server? Yes! We have more people on the server. Let's go! Woo! You guys are pumping up my numbers. I have no clue which person you are. I have no clue who you are. Okay, well just DM me first, because I have no clue who you who you are. You'll drag me into your server too. Actually, I'm like down to like join more. Yeah. You're Narf? Wait, is your name on my server Narf? Oh, maybe you're stuck in like the wrong section. You didn't pass the skill check. You didn't pass the skill check. Yeah. Virtual escape rooms. Honestly, it's really fun. So have fun. I'm kind of jelly because that game is very, very fun. But yeah, I'll do a separate session for the community as well, because I think it'd be fun for the community to hang out there too. And also, it'd be a good test because, sorry chat, I'm like adding more monitors. Sorry, I plug them in. It'd be a good test too, because again, when I'm done the VR chat world, when we start to read books in there, because I like to read books for you all, like a bedtime story, it'd be nice as a test to make sure that everyone can set up their like stuff beforehand without having to go through all this like stuff, right? So it'd be nice, but it's gonna really depend. So she's on the server, but she's not past the labyrinth yet. Another has fallen. You're the third person to fall to the labyrinth. You know, the first person to fall to the labyrinth was my mod. I told my mod, I gave my mod like step-by-step instructions, and she couldn't figure it out. And she just said, "I've chosen with my heart. I know where I belong." How do I get in the server? I'll deal with you later. I can just manually move you. Don't worry, I'll manually move you all. Oh, that's actually funny. I love. Why did they allow me to make a maze? Also, I really wish I could see people's answers to the question of have you committed a crime. I can't see the answers. Like I can't see like a stats number list. What a shame. But yeah, we'll connect that afterwards, chat. What's a maze? Well, it's just reading the rules. But you said yes. You said yes to. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have one guaranteed yes. Again, for those of you who don't know, we do have a Discord channel, so you can join Discord by typing /Discord. Breathe with me. Psychosomatic, addict, insane. You can actually join the Discord server if I just show it. How do I show it without accidentally showing something else? I need to hide these servers. How do I hide these servers? Hide muted channels. Yeah, sure, hide that. How do I hide that? How do I hide channels? How do you hide channels? Shit. Create category. Oh, create. Oh, here we go. Create category? No, create channel. No. Whatever. I just won't show it. I just won't show it. Like the maze of the questions, or is there actually a maze if you answer correctly? No, it's just the questions. It's just the questions. So, those of you who don't know, the Discord server. The fun part about the Discord server is that you must make it through the maze. And if you don't, you're going to be lost. So if you don't make it through the maze, you end up in this spot over here, which is kind of funny. And at the bottom, it tells you how to do it through the rules, but I think it's because of this. Or like, was it this? Sorry, not this. What is it? The server guide. I think because this doesn't really tell you much, right? And like, there's like a pre-join section, which I can't really show, that doesn't really show this very clearly. And I should make it easier. But every single thing says read the rules to learn how to join. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe I should be more straight up about it. But at the same time, it's funny when people get stuck inside the esophagus. Because that's where everyone ends up, is the esophagus. And then you enter the small intestine, and then the subs end up in the large intestine. And then, you know, you have the Dark Academia, you get the music section. The music section, you might enjoy the music section. We post a lot of music in here, a lot of bangers, like Why Lord, and then Witchy by Kate Trinata with, oh god, sorry. That was very, very loud. That was very, very loud. That's gonna get the VOD muted right there, and I didn't know Discord. Why does Discord play on this channel? What the fuck? Wait, why is Discord play on the game channel? Wait, mute this. I need to fix this. I'm gonna fix this. You can't hear it. I'm gonna fix this. Settings, sound. We're gonna go to like Elden Ring soon. Sorry, chat. I need to fix this now. Where is it? You have to go on extra. Wait, why is it on extra? Wait, this should already be an extra. Wait. Sorry, chat. Give me a second. Give me a moment. Devices? No. Connections. I'm in streamer mode. Yeah. Allow my voice to be recorded in clips. This clips? What? Oh, because voice. I've only set the voice side. Okay. Well, cool. That explains a lot. Okay. So if I change the application to use this one. Okay, that's also bad. Sorry about that. That was also bad. Okay, so cut that. Okay, so that's also going to get the VOD muted there as well. So now we got to go over here. There we go. Now it works. Now it's on the section where I can't get banned for it, chat. Now I can't get banned for this music. Now we can both listen to it together. And it'll go to it'll be hidden from the VOD. So, just like every other music, right? Is it still hidden? Alright, let's jam. Elden Ring is going to be a very interesting time. Again, we're nowhere close to the DLC. This is my sort of like end-off game where I get to play for myself, right? I mean, I play games for myself anyways. I just take you along for a wild ride, right? But this one is like this is my moment. This is my time to shine. This is what I really enjoy doing, is just messing around these games and just having fun with it. But that song is actually the perfect feeling. I want you to watch me dissolve as I play Elden Ring. That's exactly why it's why I decided on that song. Elden Ring is a bit of an interesting game to play for a stream setting. For a lot of people, it's not what you actually want to sort of see. It's just kind of what you see. It's kind of what you're forced to watch. And yet, that's kind of what I want.
Sometimes when I stream, actually every time when I stream, I don't care about you. Chat, I care about forcing you to sit through my strange ideas, to force you to watch what comes out of my brain, right? For you to witness, to bear witness to the horrors that I'm gonna place upon your mental state. You can't escape this. And boy, is it fun. Aware. You must. I've been aware of it this whole time. But that song is good, really good. And again, there's the lyrics. Again, they're not crazy. They're not crazy sort of like deep, but they're just good enough to make you go like, yeah, like that's nice. You know what I mean? Oh, it's so good. I just wanted you to watch me dissolve slowly. So good. I love that game so much. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the actual Elden Ring now. So now you're gonna watch me dissolve into like, just like dust. I don't know what the Tarnished turn into when they die. Actually, I imagine when the Tarnished die, they become sperm. Give me a moment to set things up.